Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we're going to make a softball bracelet. It's going to be the color of a softball with a red sort of stitching. It's actually a modified Solomon braid, but we're using microcord with the inner strands being 550 cord. Now, one note that I should say is that I have people working. There it is. I have people working on the front of the building right now, so they're going in and out, and you may hear that a few times, so just bear with me, please. So the inner strands are 550 cord. I have 2 feet, and I've already put the cow's hitch on a buckle. So we're going to be doing another cow's hitch on this side, so you'll know how to do this one in just a moment. But I have 2 feet, and that's my center point right there. And I'll go over that. And then I have about, I think it was 9 feet of neon yellow micro and 6 feet of the red. And this is also neon yellow here. It's kind of hard to tell how bright this is. Do have this here. This is just regular yellow. And you can see the neon yellow is a little bit brighter. So there's that. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you need to do is figure out how long to make your 2 inner strands. And one way you can do that is put 2 feet on here so you have some extra cord at the end. Do your cow's hitch on the buckle like you normally would. And then you're going to run your cord through the other end of the buckle and put your wrist in here, or whose ever wrist. And just kind of pull this tight. And then grab it with your hand, just so that you can put a little mark on here, because what you need to do is hold on to that, and then you're going to go an inch past, so it's nice and it's not tight, but you can't get your finger in there, so it's snug. And we're going to put a mark right there, just a little black dot. You can barely even see it, I think. There we go. And that is going to be where we cut our cord. So now I know I can take this off. We'll just leave the buckle on here. It'll just be down there at the bottom. And we'll find my mark. So this is where we're going to cut. And then this is also where the 2 cords will be fused together at. And so we'll just take our sharp scissors, make our cut right through the cord. And then instantly, before the cord has a chance to fray, we're going to melt both of these ends and just stick them together. Just like that. Stick them together, and then I like to roll them in between my fingers to try and flatten it out a little bit. That should be pretty good. Now, we're going to try and hide this little piece here. So one thing I want to do is loosen this one up just a little. Okay, so our buckle is going to be this way. So what we need to do is take our cord and from the top, go down through the buckle, just like that. I'm going to open this back up, and then all we do is flip this. So we went through the buckle right there. So all we're doing is flipping the cord over top of the buckle like that and pulling it tight. Now, the reason why I loosened this end up is because I want this to be underneath. So we just need to pull a little slack out this way, pull this up and through like that, and down. And that way, it's at our starting point. So once we start weaving over this, you won't even see that right there. And then we can go ahead and get this tightened at this end. And you just want to make sure that your cow's hitch is tight. Somehow we got twisted here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you want them to be equal. So there we go. So now you can see we have, when we buckle this, we have what will be our bracelet inner strands with 2 cow's hitches on here, which turns out pretty nice. I like that. I've never done it like that before. But I was like, how am I going to attach the other end if I have a cow's hitch at one and then just 2 kind of floating cords there? How am I going to attach it? And I was like, oh, I'll just fuse them and do another cow's hitch. So there it is. All right. With that being said, go ahead and open this up, and we're going to start over here. And the first thing we're going to do is I need to grab my neon yellow microcord, and we need to find the center point. And get my scissors out of here. Got it all tangled up. There we go. Alright, so get this. Yeah, and we ended up tying a knot in this, so we'll get this knot taken out. There we go. Alright, and we're going to put. You can probably hear I'm working on the building. Just kind of doing a facelift right now, making the front of the building look a little less like a church. So I just put the two ends together, and then all I'm doing is pulling all the cord through until I find a center point, which is this here. That yellow is kind of hard to see, isn't it? Alright, so now that I have that, that's our center point. I'm going to take this behind everything, like so. So, let me zoom in. There we go. So I have the cord behind, and we're just doing a cobra weave with the micro. So a loop on the right with the right cord, cross it over, off to the left.
Front door.
Oh man, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so you're creating that loop on the right, take that cord over to the left, and then take your other cord, your left cord, the one that's running behind, and you cross it over the right cord, take it around the back, and then through the loop on the right. And then we are going to set this down just like that, because what we need to do is we need to figure out how we're going to get the red involved here. So just gotta wait for it. Sorry about this.
Front door.
So what we need to do, let's see, I gotta try and remember how we do it. So this cord is going to come up through. So this needs to just go down through everything right now. So you have your top cord here. This red cord needs to go straight down and out the back. So if you lay this down, you can kind of see how that looks right there. So this red is just going. This would be a little easier, I think, with a jig. Also, if I tighten this just a little, drop the red cord here. Okay, so that's going to go down and through. So basically you're opening this up and you're going down through that first knot, and then tie that and tighten that up, and then get that red cord out of the way. Just like that. Cinch this all the way up so that you're cinched all the way to the top, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to do your next one. Now the cord that went over the top here is going to be the same cord that you take over the top again. So create a loop just like you did before, but now on the left. Comes over the center strands. The right cord crosses over that left cord, goes around the back and through the loop. Now, before, let's see, I gotta try and remember how to do this. So now this cord, this red cord, before you tighten this, you're going to open this up just like that, and this red cord's going to go down through the center. But we have a knot in our cord here, so a slip knot looks like. So we'll just get that out of there. Go take our red cord end now down through the center. Nope, that is not right actually. So it's actually going to wrap around the back. So this cord is wrapping around the back, coming up through the center of everything. So you have your Solomon braid here, your 2 center strands, and then this is coming up through the center of it all. Just like that. Now, you can go ahead and cinch this up. That guy out of there. There we go. Go ahead and cinch up your cobra weave. Okay, just like that. Now, to start with, this needs to be cinched all the way up. Now, if you look close,
Front door.
sorry, you will see that there's a little gap here. So this cord you're going to end up taking around the back to the left side. Then you'll have the same gap from here to here. You'll have that same gap again over here when we do our next Solomon. So we'll just get our red cord up and out of the way again and do another Solomon. Just a little. There we go. So loop on the right now. So it always goes right, left, right, left, right, left. So now we're on the right side. Tight. The right side. Create that loop. Take it off to the left. Left cord over right cord. Around the back. Pull it through the loop. Okay. Now we're going to take the red cord off to the left where that gap was. Pull it up through the middle of everything. And then it's going to go
Front door.
it's going to go up and out of the way. Just like that. I'm sorry about that. I actually did have to break away and talk to the contractor. So it looks like they are headed out for the day. So I should be able to finish this up with no interruptions now. And I really hate doing a video like this. I'm so sorry about that. So I'm not really sure where I left off, but you can see that this is now the side that has the gap on it. So the gap that I'm talking about is where you can see the inner strands right through here. So this red cord is just going to kind of sit right in there. And this is going to end up being like the red stitching you would see on a softball. So now that we have that, we're going to do another one. And we know that the cord, last time we did our loop on the right, so now we're going to do the loop on the left. Take the left cord over the center and off to the right. Right cord over left. Take it around the back, up through the center. Before you tighten it, take your red cord up through that center and up out of the way to the left side. And now we're going to tighten. Oh, I think I might have been on the frame for a second there. Tighten the Solomon or the Cobra, whichever way you prefer, and pull that red cord tight. There we go. And this ends up being a nice and skinny type bracelet. So for anybody that doesn't like the real bulky stuff, this will be a nice skinny bracelet. Now we're on our right side, so we do the right side now. So loop on the right, cross over your 2 center strands, left cord over right, around the back, up through that loop. Like that. Open up the middle. You're going to cross through that gap or cross over that gap right there. Bring it through the center. And then cinch this up nice and tight. And grab that red cord. Go. And pull that tight. I think this is going to look really nice. I'll do a couple more here a little quicker so that you at least get the whole feel of this bracelet. Loop on the left now. Cross over. Like that. Put this over to the right. Take your right over the left, around the back, and my fingers will let me bring it through the loop on the left. There we go. And before you tighten it, make sure you pull this over. So around everything, up through the middle, and back out. Go ahead and tighten. I'll do one more real fast. Tighten that. Tighten this red cord. I actually had somebody call me about a month ago asking if I knew of a weave that would work really well for doing baseball stitching. And I always had one in mind, but I could not remember for the life of me which braid it was, which weave it was. But this is a good one. This one's really good, actually. You could do this with 550 cord for the Solomon portion, and then use microcord for the stitching part of it. That would look really good too. Alright, so now that I have a little bit of this done, not very much at all, I still have quite a bit to go, I am going to, I'll do one more real quick. So loop on the left, cross over, right cord over left, around the back, bring it through, center cord up through the middle, get it out of the way. Go, get that tight, and then tighten the red. Alright, so I am going to spend the next 20 minutes finishing this up. I don't think it'll take 20 minutes, but it'll be about 15, I think. I'm going to finish this up, and then real easy to finish this. All we're doing is cutting and sealing 3 cords, and then we will be done. So I'll be back to show you how that's done in just a moment. Okay, so I am at the end of this now, and contractors are back, so you might hear that again. What we need to do is cut all of these strands right here, and then we will oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's just gonna be one of those videos again, I guess. So we'll cut that one there. Cut that one there. And all we're doing is right here, if I can get it to focus, we're just going to melt that right in. And use my smoothing tool to fuse that. There we go. That nice and fused there. And then we got 2 more cuts on this end, and then we'll be all done. Go ahead and snip that there, and this one right there. Should be able to hit both of these with the same flame. Yep, there it goes. And then with the smoothing tool again, just press that in there, and it should fuse to the cords right next to it. And then our starting cord here needs to be cut and sealed. And this one will be against your skin, so you want to make sure that this one's nice and smooth. Go, and then use the smoothing tool to get that real nice and smooth. You can see that right there. But there it is. That is a nice softball bracelet, very thin. So if this is on your wrist, it's not very thick at all, which I really like. You can see that's a single strand of 550 cord there, so it gives you a nice comparison. And the way that we measured that, it looks like it's going to fit exactly perfect. It's just I can't do it with one hand on camera. It might take me a minute, but I hope you like this. This is a modified Solomon made out of microcord with 2 inner strands of 550. Don't forget, I post all of the stuff that I use in the video right below the video. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group, facebook.com groups/paracord on. And until next time, paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy Paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.